Alright, let's lower this boy. Hopefully, the USB side of my microphone is in a slightly precarious position where adjusting the mic might screw with it, make it pop out. Anyway, hi, hello, hi. It's we got new beard day. Let's put this hair back here. Shove this back in the wheel. Oh, here's how we can do this. Okay, we move this guy up. Okay, we're gonna get good positioning here. All right. So we need to, let's actually turn this guy a little bit more sideways than normal for this. All right. Right here, get myself good and centered. All right. Okay, and we'll give the full preview. We'll do this. Okay, and here we go. All right, there we go. Entertain myself at least. All right. Oh God. But let's untangle my headphones that decided to tangle up as soon as I set them down. All right. I actually lower this guy because I was fucking with it earlier. That too. It has a perfect amount of detachment from like my raised chop here. Anyway. Get my mic back down so we can get some close quality here. And let's move over to the 16:9. And it looks like we're good to just start this guy up. Oh, and then I click Deadly Premonition because I'm smart. Luckily, it doesn't start right away as a launcher. Worst part is I would never directly run Deadly Premonition through Steam. And it takes forever to shut it down once you start it up because you have to wait for 5 minutes of producer credits to roll through. You doing okay, game? A bit chunky there. Man, do you guys really not hear that hum, though?
Traces of the supernatural.
I feel like it's getting worse.
More
oh, also,
than
fix the, there we go, so we don't got a glare there.
Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago.
Ooh, the soft CH. Come on, dude, it's Greek. I go for the Chimera. I think it sounds cooler anyway. I go with car on as well. Okay. I missed last Pathologic stream, didn't I? I think on Wednesday. I don't remember. I think I did. I don't remember what was going on. Okay, but let's try to remember if I'm just running straight back to bed today. Now I'm pretty good on exhaustion. It's 5 a.m. So it's very possible that things are not ready to really happen yet. Namely, I really don't want to look for my sister until it's at least, let's say, 7 at the earliest, because that's when you start getting things like letters, and I think that's when you get the, you know, day 9, the day in which Changeling finds out that the world is a fuck. 400 billion dead cops. Born to die. But my mission changed. I don't know how many times the mission actually changes. I think it changes when the map first updates, and I don't know if it changes again after that. So I do not have today's quest, but the assumption is I need to go straight to the Inquisitor. And let's... do I have any letters? No, this is nothing new. Oh, okay, well, this is technically new, which is the tip-off as to where my sister is. I remember I dicked around seeing if I could find my sister right away. Waited a little bit longer, but I got an idea of where she is. I got maybe, say, 3 to 6 buildings worth checking. My positioning with my keyboard feels a little bit, like, weird. Pop this guy down a little bit. Maybe. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, and the military's here now. I can't... One of those days where you just can't get comfy with your keyboard. Let me get in tighter. Go to bed? Why? Why they go to bed? Or, oh, you're saying for me. Like, in the game? Nah, I got good exhaustion. Less. I don't know. I just saw that red mist go by, so I'm gonna go in here. Go to bed, it's bedtime. Oh, shit! Fuck. We're just gonna reload that. I'd like to stream sooner, but I don't get off, I don't get out of gym till, like... Or I don't get home till 10. And then I gotta shower. And then I gotta eat. So trying to stream earlier is tough. Oh. Okay. Also, I don't feel like I catch the right kind of crowd in earlier times. Jeez, 2 of them. Come on. Okay. I did learn something interesting last time I played, though, which is that getting torched by the guys with flamethrowers. Yeah, I'm very pro lurker. Insomniacs and Australians. I can't say you're wrong. I appeal to a certain kind of degeneracy. I don't need a gun for this. Oh, dag. That's the first time I've gotten nailed with a knife for a while. I kind of want to die. That was bad. Okay, my brain is obviously not in this. Oh, fucking... Well, Aussie's got a shitpost somewhere. Should just ignore all Australians. There's a pop in. Bam. I'm gonna blame it on my cold fingers. Me being bad right now. I don't know. I think I'm good for the 3 a.m. You don't want loud noises. I like to view myself as the kind of stream you could fall asleep to. Okay, and then 2 orange guys are gonna spawn. They didn't spawn this time? I don't believe you, game. This shit's scripted, ain't it? There it is. Despawn that shit. Or it's not scripted. It's just that the RNG is, not re-rolled. RNG for this game is, rolled, I believe, every time you go in and out of a building. And then it's rolled based on the time. Hence why I have a very similar situation with this guy here. Alright, there we go. This will just become, I wish I knew a good place. I would have an official food fight stream. That would be a good stream. We'll go back to the 24-hour food fight. Alright. Now, I'm assuming the Inquisitor has a job for me.
There is an eternal order that fate itself has predetermined. It is due to this order that things happen the way they should, following a preordained path.
What happened to your legs, my dear? How terrible. Where did you get such frightful stains? Wait, sorry. It's just something I thought I saw. It's hard to see properly in this half light. Oh, the game is quiet? Wonder why. Let me think about this for a moment before I just ruin all my settings. My only guess is that maybe we readjusted it for Dragon Quest. Oh, you know, saying that, I think Deadly Premonition was a little bit loud. And tell me if this is, better. The cathedral is exceptionally loud. Anyway. Of course you thought you just saw them. What could possibly happen to me? Here's the plan for today. You'll go to the Canes, find out why this perverted polyhedron is so precious to them. Same pretext. Say I'm accusing them of starting the epidemic. It's a work of art. Evasion is no longer an acceptable answer. And why would it not be unacceptable? Or why would it be unacceptable? How is it not a work of art? If I had a tower like that, it would be precious to me too. The Bachelor's already working on this theory. What I need is mysticism. He doesn't understand it. You will. Even if you won't, you'll still be able to passively communicate it to me. Any more questions? How many questions can I ask? 1. Oh. How am I supposed to do my job if I can't actually, know what I want to do? What do you need this for? Firstly, I want you to lure the Canes out of their entrenched defenses. Secondly, I'm interested in an impartial opinion on the polyhedron. You ought to agree that the structure deserves some thoughtful studying. Rumor, I presume, is greatly exaggerating its capabilities. It is the last test, isn't it? The last one, although we'll see in the evening. And what if I refuse? Then someone else will do it instead. Which I doubt you'll benefit from. As you may realize, you're not the center of the universe. What was that? An attempt at auto-suggestion? I should rather think you're quite convinced to the contrary. That's a line for Bachelor, honestly. This is Bachelor dialogue right here. Unless that's like a more natural Russian phrase. Okay, the town, its head. My path leads me to the opposite side of the town. It is clear who is the master of this domain. Were you to look at me yesterday, I wouldn't hesitate a moment to condemn them all, but I am no longer convinced. Elder Georgi will open the passage into the polyhedron for me. Alright. Do a save outside. So let's just start getting on with the main quest. Shit, Georgi's sick. Well, at least I'm loaded up on meds. I have yet to get any sort of panacea too, so... That's generic dialogue, so... Okay.
Few people know death. We only endure it, usually from determination, and even from stupidity and custom.
There is no salvation for us. Georgi Kane, I've come to you upon orders from Inquisitor Aglaya Lilach. So what is it? Or did you hope to intimidate me by saying the name of my daughter-in-law? Would your attitude change if I told you that my visit will determine the fate of the polyhedron? Do you believe your visit is that significant? Now it's you who will answer my questions candidly without prejudice. Are you one of Aglaya's confederates? No, I'm her victim. Yes? I doubt it. Believe it or not, but the timing of your visit is impeccable. For a while now, we've been trying to salvage what little has been left to us by our dearest brother. We've come to solving the mystery of Simon's transformation. Would you be willing to do us a very important favor? Will you answer my questions if I do? Yes, and we'll let you inside the tower. That's what you've come for, isn't it? How'd you know? Aglaya would grasp at any formal pretext that would allow her to file her report as soon as possible. Man, this Inquisitor sucks. You are yet to visit the tower, but all the conclusions from your visit have already been drawn. Nevertheless, one should always hope for a miracle. How can I help you? We'd like you to go to the termitary and find Dr. Rubin, who is hiding from our wrath there. Tell him he's been forgiven. Let him come here. Together, perhaps, you can find out what happened to Simon's blood. What happened to it? I don't understand. The Bachelor said that he and Haruspix have been trying to solve the riddle posed by the mysterious blood that appears to be strangely identical to Simon's. The answer to the riddle is hiding inside the termitary, risking his life every minute. If you go there, we will provide you with medicine, weapons, and protective clothing. What do I have to do with this? That's what I want to find out. Alright, I'll go. Not too much good. I believe I actually have exactly that coat, although I can sell it for food. Georgi never ceases to surprise me. How could it be that the people most deserving of being branded as criminal beyond redemption come out as something unexpectedly different these days? Georgi asked me to find Reuben in the termitary. The man must be hiding there to avoid the wrath of the Canes. Okay. So, might as well just go straight over. We can take... Especially... I don't know if there's really safe ways around town anymore. But we'll probably be good to just cut through here. Make our way to the termitary. That'll see very little plague, at least. Yeah, hopefully I'll get some panacea today. Get my gun ready. Just in case there's arsonists. I mean, there's probably going to be arsonists. So my immunity just dropped down to 50. Do I got something good to just bump it up? Yeah, take one of these guys. I think those can make a surprising difference, hopefully. Hopefully the math, as my plague gets worse. But hopefully the math works out that the health loss makes up for the reduction in infection rate. Got to make sure to not cough when I walk by anyone with a flame. Well, the military's back, boys. Boy, oh boy, do I love the stage in the game when the military shows up. We just got constant chaos in the streets. Honestly, it's not even that bad yet. It's not the super late stages where almost every district is filled with military. Okay. I can't cut through there. Is he trying to figure out how to fight the cop or the yeah, he doesn't know how to fight the military, dude. Oh, is he not? Is he busted? This guy couldn't get him either. Cool fort, dude. Okay. So, and just make it good habit that we stay away from the guys with flamethrowers in case I get an itchy throat. Alright, straight over to the termitary. I still have all these cop badges that I don't know even if there is a use for them. I'm guessing at some point in time I can trade them for something. I mean, maybe I always could and just don't know where. I saw a rat running around, so I just reload him real quick. Alright. So it should be pretty safe the rest of the way. Has the audio been fine since, by the way? Okay, cool. Day 9, in which the Changeling finds out that in her case, a thief and a miracle worker are not necessarily the same thing. Man, I'm good at reading. This is gonna be rough when I start cracking open the Tolstoy. Okay, so I think I already know where Ruben is here. Increment to save real quick. In case something goes horribly wrong and we don't have to walk a mile back. Now, he could be with, say, just Taya, but I think, because as the Bachelor, we broke up a ring of worms that were making bootleg panacea. And they were, I think, on the second floor. I'd make a wager. Or no, oh, they were somewhere like slightly weirder, weren't they? Were they back in here? I remember it being on this side. Yeah, this looks like it. Well, this is the room. Alright, we'll go talk to Taya. See what she has to say. If anything. I should stop by the rod to see if there's any side quests. Alright.
Everything that happens to Barak is an ordeal. What if he does not pass it?
I swear her voice sounded different before. Did something happen to her voice? Have you forgotten something? We've just discussed all there was to discuss. Okay. Generic, no dialogue. Do you know where, Ruben is, dude? Okay. So Taya doesn't know where Ruben is. Is he just, like, hanging out somewhere in the termitary? Because that'll suck if that's the case. I should take my pills. Infection getting a little bit high. I believe if you can see the infection on the screen at all, the guys with flamethrowers will just torch you. So that's about, what, at a quarter? 25%-ish? Might have technically been, say, 30. So let's scope out the termitary. I feel like I should go floor by floor. Because as far as I know, I don't have any tips as to where he is. You know, unless Ruben left a very convenient note on his desk in the warehouse as to where he would be. But I find that unlikely. He left his personal journal behind that says, "I need to go into hiding. I'll be hiding in this location. I hope no one finds this journal." But I won't lie, I do kind of hate aimlessly wandering the termitary. Because, damn, this place is big. Okay. That butcher doesn't got anything to say. You know, I just had the thought, Ruben's pretty easy to spot since he's huge. The guy's like 6'6". And then I realized, oh yeah, all the butchers are also... The butchers are 6'4". And then add to that the fact that I'm 5'5" or whatever. Okay. It's all of the ground floor. Make sure there's no... See, like there could have been a door. Just like this one. Down the hall. Just the sounds of screaming inside the termitary. The sounds of pathfinding. Go, worm, go. Why are there so many people screaming inside the termitary, though? Okay, that's the lab. Where are you, Ruben? Is he going to be in short block? It's like a big housing complex for all the people who work in the butchery. By the way, the design of the rooms right here. So it's like super super dense housing for the butchers and the worms to live in. Because it's attached to the abattoir. I was gonna say sepulture for some reason. My brain just like wanted to say sepulture. Dying of plague in Kowloon would make you scream. Yeah. The worst part about plague in Kowloon is you can't even jump off the tops of any buildings. You'll just land on the next building. Okay, I think the next floor... He's going to be in the short block, isn't he? Okay, another room that's like this one. Trying to find this giant man. Oh, yo. This is... I don't like this room. This is a freak out room. I'm leaving. Okay, and that's blocked off. Is he just in short block? Double check that he wasn't just in this room and I missed him. Okay. No. And there's no other rooms back there? Okay. And I believe the next floor is blocked off. Because the next floor is where all the people that don't have plague are living. Yeah. The first 3 floors are all infected. And then I think the 4th and 5th? Just go higher than that? Are, all people who have yet to get sick. Okay, well, we'll check short block. I mean, short block isn't much to check. And there he... Oh, fucking course. Alright. Wait, no, that's Bachelor. What the fuck's happening?
The wretched wound has opened.
Okay. I was looking for Ruben. I have found the Bachelor. What a twist. Well, let's see. I believe, if I remember, this is the time when Bachelor is actually hunting the people making bootleg Panacea. I'll have you know that I've been thinking about you a lot. Do you know where Ruben is? Ruben is away. He's coming back tomorrow. And now, here's a riddle for you, Clara. Go on. On day 5, Ruben said that Simon's unique, most singular blood had all been spent, to the last drop. Gone into the vaccine. Then yesterday, the Haruspics made a serum out of blood that was structurally similar to Simon's, even surpassing it. And whose blood was it? Only he knows that, but that's not the mystery. On days 6 and 7, the Haruspics brought me blood that was similar to Simon's. Where was he getting it from? Where? That's just what I wanted to ask you about. I've tracked down some of the commoners you had cured. Their cells were mutated, but they hadn't become immune. That's thrilling news. I don't know what to say.
You look unhealthy.
Repent, sinner. Okay. So, Ruben's out of town. I guess that's all I have to say to Georgi? AM. Okay, so that only wasted 2 hours of my life. Honestly, that's not that bad. How am I doing on food and money, actually? Out of food, decent amount of money. And the military's in town, so you don't have any food. Alright, well I know where another butcher is. All I have to do is go to the bad part of town. Only barely, though. Go to the bad part of town. Immediate gunshots. Hey, that's some food. Oh, yeah. Clothes. Because remember to take off your clothes when you sleep, otherwise the durability will degrade. Silliness. Hey, I'll actually make a profit. And I get to eat an egg. Of course, I'd rather be in a bad part of town than a plagued part of town. So let's go say hi to Alexander and Katerina. Maybe I'll even go through the plagued part of town and say hi to Yulia and Lara. Oh, come on. Rat right there. Hop over it. That still gets me. Fuck off.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
Alright. Nothing interesting. Just generic dialogue. Yeah, I've not picked up any side quests. I'd expect to get something.
Only in things of small value, they usually are bold enough not to trust to appearances.
Still just generic dialogue, so we'll have to move through some plague part of town. But we'll say hi to Yulia, who, always to my surprise, feels like she has one event with every character and then nothing else. Yeah, you burned that plague boy. Probably just generic dialogue, but...
The most subtle folly grows out of the most subtle wisdom.
I think Yulia just sucks as a character. I'm sorry, Yulia. Yulia is trapped as token girl bachelor. No one knows how to write for her. Listen, we need more female STEM representation in this game. Usually a mistake trying to collect garbage in a blank part of town, but big man did it anyway. Let's see, is there any medical stuff I actually want to pick up? Because I can afford the bandage set. Shakes is expensive though. I'll deal without. You know, I got so much morphine and stuff. Like, I don't just have the cheap drugs either. I got, like, the good stuff. So, as long as I can just hold out for the, you know, better part of a day. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
If I was completely plagued, if I could still keep my health up by doing the amount of drugs that I have. Okay, so nothing from either of them. Popping by Commander Block would be an interesting choice. Go say hi to the commander. He's nearby anyway. All right.
What?
Here you are, sweet child. I've heard a lot about you. So, you're the girl who's cursed dozens of people with her holiness, while also being persecuted and hounded for it by the unruly rabble. Yes, that's right. The basic rabble always trample what they don't understand, always repay for a heroic deed with ingratitude. They ought to be spoken to in a different language, and I swear they will be. From now on, I'm not letting you out of my sight. You need reliable protection. Thank you.
I'm feverish.
Okay. Okay, that actually is dialogue. I couldn't tell if that... He just had special generic, so I'll go back and read that. Don't be afraid. No one will harm you. Why do you say they've sent you here to your death? I've long become inconvenient to the Supreme Command. Since I've started my reform of the armed forces, since I've turned the tide of war, since I've made clear that I'm striving to make perpetual warfare. This guy's a real Praetorian. The livelihood of corrupt generals, a thing of the past. He's tired of all these goddamn Gauls and Germans and the Legionnaires. They've tried and failed to get me killed by enemy fire. So now, they're taking their chances with an unknown strain of plague. So the powers that be are hoping the plague will kill you. They are. They're also hoping that this mission will disgrace me. I, Alexander Block, a hero of both campaigns, victorious and venerated by the people, now appear as a headsman and a scourge. When they gave me the assignment, they went out of their way to make clear how much the people are going to despise and detest the destroyer of this tiny town. Ooh. I feel that what they want most for this town is to continue to exist. Diseased and miserable. Flames and pain. A smithy of shared suffering. But still there. They've sent the army in out of fear of popular opinion. The people wield power too. Then the people won't hate you. They will. The powers that be will take care of that. They know how to manipulate the masses. They will frame the town's destruction, not as a necessary sacrifice for public safety, but as a horrific mistake resulting from confusion. They'll take all the credit for any good that will come out of this, and let me take all the backlash. I won't let them do that. I want to know what Alexander Block has to say about
Whose
Tower
will
7
was it
now.
that sent us to this plague-ridden hellhole? We're needed at the front line.
Don't be afraid. No one will dare harm you. Alright. So he didn't have anything for me. He had a lot of dialogue for me, though. Because that took me past the just normal introduction dialogue. Curious. Siggy, please. Too spicy. That's a spicy frittata. There's like no good way through. Alright, let's go. So, let's make our way back to Georgi and tell him that Ruben's out of town. I can't really think of anyone else Oh, I'm probably gonna get fucked by that. Unload. Ah! Expert. I feel like as Changeling, I don't have obvious leads as to where I need to go pick up side quests as I do with the other characters. Did, past tense. You know, I want competitive Pathologic. I want multiplayer competitive Pathologic. This is my dream right now. I want you to be able to... I'm actually going to get more drugs. That'll be a total of 14. Perfect. I have a feeling those guys are gonna continue to be important. Especially because I have not gotten any panacea yet. But yeah, I want you to be able to play day by day and potentially screw with other characters' games through the options. I think you could make something fun of that.
I'm too old. Nothing can harm.
Okay. I feel like I've hit a dead end. Because this never updated. When I spoke to the Bachelor. Did I need to specifically ask the Bachelor where her Ruspix was?
They've grown up and
yes.
grown tired of me.
I've cleansed the crude sprawl. You can see for yourself. It's clean. Well done, my girl. Here, let me look into your eyes. If you're not afraid. That's pretty good drugs. Not great, but pretty good. I'll take almost 4K. Okay, yeah, so where am I gonna find Haru specs? If that's even what I need to do. I feel like I need to just talk to everyone right now. Ooh. Is Ruben not actually out of town? He's hiding somewhere with...
I'm strong enough to hold her indefinitely, until Maria comes into power. But how long can Georgi cling to Simon's memory?
It's possible that maybe he's now in the termitary lab. Possibly. I'm gonna bump around and see if I can hit any side quests. It's still pretty early in the day. It's only barely 11. Waiting for that bong. But yeah, there it is.
There's more life in me that can be lived.
This is the first time in a while I've been kind of stopped by the quests. By the way, almost very rarely do we get markers of where we need to go as Changeling, which I approve of. Okay, pop by Eva Yan, although oh wait, Eva Yan's dead. I forgot that she jumps off the cathedral as Clara. For whatever reason, she doesn't jump off the cathedral when you're playing as Haruspix. I wish I knew why. That stood out to me as an oddity, that Eva doesn't kill herself in the Haruspix campaign. When, to my knowledge, nothing happens different that should change that outcome. But yeah, I can't talk to Eva. If I wanted to, she's dead. I can, of course, talk to the Olgimskis. I don't know if all of them are even alive still. I can go to Ruben's lab. Oh, are you joking, game? Severely out for blood. Two of the rust-colored mist, and then one of the regular white kind. Just as soon as I walk in, with a standing one to block me off too. It's honestly incredible that I didn't get nailed. I feel a little bit like the plague has been... Did you really? God, did he really burn me? Hey, well, it cleaned up my infection and my health is actually not too bad, so I guess I can't complain.
There's this thing that needs to be done.
Honestly. Keep that. I mean, yeah, it ate about 50% of my health, but, oh, did it actually cure my plague? I don't think it did. I think it just got it so low that it's not even showing up on the screen. But hey, I'm cool with that. I should probably raise my immunity. I'll wait till I'm somewhere safe. But yeah, I just chose to cough at an inopportune time. I totally think that there should have been a hold and cough function to this game. Like, what's it? Deadly Premonition has the totally worthless hold your breath function. This game should have had it. That would have been good. I think that would also have made looting plagued houses more interesting, potentially. Having a sort of hold your breath mechanic. Okay, it seems neither of the Olginskis are dead yet. By the way, I loaded above the ground.
Lucky people are bad hands at correcting their faults.
I've actually
They
never spoken
always
to
believe that they're
Big Blab.
right when fortune backs up their vice or folly.
As I recall, he wouldn't even let me in the house. Wrong door, girl. Victoria lives in the other wing of the house. I'm Clara. What is this place? Clara, this house is called The Lump. Now, I am Vlad Olgimsky. What? Does my name ring no bells at all? Your manner's telling me that you're a person of influence. And your voice, that you're very unhappy.
Fortune turns all things to the advantage of those on whom she smiles.
Oh, yeah. I saw the exhaustion, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to do drugs. So, and then... lemons are good for exhaustion. And I got the money to buy food with, so...
I feel a current in my veins.
I wonder, is this going to be one of those days where I get almost no side quests? I'm now very suspicious that you can cure the plague by getting torched. That, or maybe I'm just doing a really good job of holding it back from such a low amount. And we'll see as a few hours in the game pass. Okay, so let's go say hi to Bad Grief, and we'll check out Ruben's hideout while we're there. Further down. And we can pass by... we can take the railroad. Okay, yeah, no one's in Ruben's lab. Let's see, anything under the microscope? No. Okay, well, let's go say hi to Bad Grief. I don't expect him to have anything. I feel like I wrapped up the storyline with Bad Grief pretty easy when he was being accused of causing the plague.
Yeah?
Yeah. But he's got military garb here. Yeah, nowhere close to being able to afford any of the military stuff. You have to really game the system, I think, in order to afford the military garb. Oh, well, if you're going to pop in, might as well barter. Yeah, I feel like you have to go full awful reputation in the first half of the game. Just go around murdering cops. Making mad dosh off of that. And then reform yourself just before the military arrives. Okay, so let's go say hi to Notkin. I haven't seen him in a while. There's a decent chance that he's sick. No? I mean, he's not one of my bound, but may as well say hi. You never know who's going to have a side quest for you, you know?
I see double or something.
Yeah, no one really wants to talk to me today. This has been a big wandering day so far with, well, my only lead completely crumbling in my hands when I show up to the termitary and I only find the bachelor. Though I have a feeling I'm making my way back to the termitary. How many do I have? 11. 11 will last me for a bit, and they're going to start going out of style. The monomycenium. I'm going to have to get the ferromycenium pretty soon here. Well, I don't know if anyone actually barters for that, but I don't recall ever seeing it. But yeah, I'm making my way back to the termitary to see, because I know the room that they were making bootleg panacea in. Though I don't remember Haruspix actually being involved with that operation, nor do I remember Reuben being involved with it. Though it's very possible that they were. And I don't remember that really happening at all when you play as the Haruspix. Well, I'm allowed to get in the evil lab. He's not here, though. Alright, well, let's go say hi to Grace. Start making our way back up to the termitary. Trying to think of any other, like, bigwigs I could talk to that could potentially help me out here. Man, I'm gonna be a bit salty, I won't lie, if it turns out that Haruspix is just hiding in a plagued house or something somewhere. Because I'm getting a lot of that with the Changeling. A lot of, just search houses. Go for it. Hiding in a bush. Dude, I think you've forgotten how huge Haruspix is. He wouldn't fit. Alright, Grace. How are you doing?
I've been forgotten here.
No one wants to talk to me.
So now my side is all damp.
Big bush. Man, I won't lie. I'm thinking of a multiplayer Pathologic now. Is this plagued? No, it's looted. And there's a arsonist who's not gonna last much longer here. I guess he's fire resistant. The arsonist. Man, should I have waited long enough for the arsonist to actually kill this guy? The cop would have shown up. Oh, man, I got good drugs, so let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright, Aspity. I know that you're in love with Haruspix. Is he with you? No.
Yes.
No one wants to talk to me. It's killing me. Alright, I mean, I could talk to Anna Angel. I don't know. Other than for, just completeness. I can't think of a reason why I would. She's a little bit out of the way. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is to kind of look around the termitary for him. I wonder, can I actually go into the abattoir? That's a thought. Let you guys just duke it out. You guys got this? Don't want to waste a bullet on him. Alright, we will. Oh, really? I figured he was low enough on health. Well, he was a fighter. Actually. Because Derringer only has 2 shots. And then a goddamn rat. And it fucking wants my booty right now. Okay. Problem averted. Yeah, that probably wasn't even worth the 2 bullets I spent on it. But better than getting stabbed. Really, right now, I just only want to use bullets on arsonists. And of course, any other time I need to defend myself, but... Fighting just the wandering Slavs with knives isn't really worth it. Okay, so we're back to the Termitary. You know, honestly, if Bachelor was looking for Reuben and he couldn't find him in the Termitary when he was just in the Termitary, come on, dude. So I'm not going to check out the whole thing. That'd probably be silly. Instead, I'll go to the two places where he'd most likely be, which is the bootlegging room and Taya's room. And then I'll see if I can go into the abattoir. Yeah, there's no one in here. Bachelor, you shit. I wonder, I might even get a letter at some point in time during the day that could hint me out as to where it is I need to look for the Haruspics. Let me check. My infection has not gone up. I think if you let yourself get burned by the dudes, it might actually cure you of the disease.
Yes?
Potentially not on purpose. Yeah, my infection has not gotten worse. Now, it could be that I've pumped myself full of antibiotics. So it's progressing, albeit very slowly. But I think it brought my infection level to 0. And if you have a 0 infection level, it doesn't grow. Talk to Bachelor one more time, but I'm pretty sure he just shuts down all dialogue at this point. Bad feeling that I might have to kind of redo this day.
I talked to the commander about you. He seems to know already.
That definitely seemed the case. I didn't realize he took the stance he did too towards the common publians. It's gonna be blocked off at the top. Yeah. Haruspix was upstairs. Okay, fuck everything. Now, fuck. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh my god. Fuck everything. Alright. Fucking Haruspix was up. I mean, granted, he was up like 10 flights of stairs, but he was just upstairs. Fuck everything. Okay, I'm having a shot of vodka now. God damn it. I have to ease the pain. This is my life now. Oh well. At least my tea is cool enough to drink. It's honestly gotten a little too cool now. Fuck.
Just wash your hands of it.
I mean, at least I was able to bump by everyone in town and check for side quests. Not that I got anything, but I should do that anyway. So it's honestly not that big of a loss. It's just really pedantic. Alright. I'm past being surprised to see you again at this point. Tell me, Barach, where did Reuben get blood that was similar to Simon's? Do you know who the bound are? Yes, I do. Have you, by any chance, touched a bound person with your hand lately? Condemned them to death, or converted them to your wild religion? Those are all touches too. Think about it carefully. I don't know. I don't remember. Well, their blood was similar to Simon's. Aspity and Yulia, no doubt about those two. Some others too. Let me think. Also evil. How is Yulia evil? Oh, she is. She is level-headed and clever, which is why she doesn't look it. When in fact, she was the only one who masterminded all that the Saburovs have recently put into practice. She's the ideologist of humility. She came up with a scientific justification of necessary death. Well, I was just talking shit about Yulia. I guess the reason why you don't do much interaction with her is because she's doing shit in the background, I guess. Let's see if she's gonna have a bunch of stuff happen. But what's special about her blood? You see, Simon's blood bore a weak resemblance to a different blood, as though Simon was the worst in a line of the amazing beings I'm talking about. Yes, his blood could help, were it not so battle-worn. He was, after all, an old man. That's what I think. What sort of beings? Fuck Ruben, I want to hear about the weird shit. Bulls, aurochs, demi-godly creatures. Their blood can fight the disease. And if the disease is the instrument of supreme retribution, it means those beings have learned to transcend the supreme laws of this world. Are there many of them? I wish we could find more, but Foreman Oyen said this one had been the last. Simon may have been weak, but that Aurochs has been strong. If we found the source of such blood, we could accomplish a lot. I understand you, Haruspix. Okay. Reuben's destiny seems closely intertwined with my own. He will be the one to reveal my fate. He's the one standing between me and the most important character in this mystery, Simon. I can go back to the Crucible now, even though it's too early to reach a conclusion. I also kind of want to visit Yulia and Aspity again, but I'll put off Aspity because Yulia's mostly on the way anyway. I only have to take a slight detour through a plague district for her. Okay, yeah, and the rest of the short block is closed off. Has been barricaded. Keep the plague back. Too many flights of stairs. Killing me. And fuck you, Bachelor, for not telling me that Haruspix was just upstairs. I mean, I guess I had the opportunity to ask, and I went for more interesting questions, but... Whew. So, yeah, let's go back to Georgi. Down this way. It's faster. I should probably be buying more food. Because I have... Listen. You guys, I have 23 lemons. I'm going to just be eating lemons. I don't even need the coffee anymore. I can just eat lemons. I always forget. You gotta go by quite a few houses before you can turn towards the rod. A lot of the houses are either connected or they have little fences keeping me from crossing. Yo, I might actually need to get my gun fixed. Here we go. Yeah, it's actually really heavily damaged. Okay. Blessed be the rat. Blessed are the cheesemakers. Let's carry on. guy's gonna go kill a drifter. I'll use this opportunity to eat. He's probably gonna get shot down by the military first. Or not. Don't worry, I'll save us from the rat. I kind of want to see... Hey. He killed the drifter first, which is good. Yes. Got free bandages out of it, too. Could you please kill this person blocking me on the bridge? Maybe get by him now? There we go, thank you. Another one. All these people trying to escape the plague districts right now. Oh, arsonist. Die already, I want to collect your stuff. Okay, let's go. Honestly, collecting the Molotovs is kind of worthless. I'll just drop them if I ever need to. Because no one trades for them. They're not worth that much money. The police would barter them, but...
There are unseen connections
Okay.
looking through the capricity and tenuity that the world seems to be made of.
If I need to speak to Yulia or Aspity, it might be after I visit Georgi. You know, maybe this quest is just really long, and that's why I'm not getting side quests. That's a distinct possibility. My tea didn't steep very well. I'm disappointed. I was gonna do something... Oh yeah, drop this crap. I'd rather be able to pick up just random stuff off the street than have that. Almost at no point in time are the Molotovs really worth picking up. They kind of just take up space in your inventory. Because they are only value 1 as far as bartering goes. No one outside of police barter for them. And you don't bump into that many arsonists. Whenever you kill an arsonist, you don't really want their, like, themed loot. The real interest is that they drop good drugs and food. Okay, let's just... Did I do that? Yo! I think I just avoided the plague as it was infecting me. Alright. Let's continue on. What day is this, by the way? This is day 9? Okay. Yeah, I should be getting my copy of War and Peace tomorrow. So I'll start reading that bad boy. So let's see. If today's day 9, probably finish day 9 today. So we're probably still playing this game next week. But the week after, we'll be reading War and Peace while we play Katamari Damacy, I think. I have to see if I even have a file right now with the, what's it, 1 Million Roses unlocked. I might stream myself unlocking it. If I don't. Or maybe even if I do have it unlocked, maybe I'll just play it anyway. Alright, let's save in case I completely borked the conversation and kill the quest.
However brilliant an action, it should not be esteemed great unless the result of a great motive.
I've generally tried to be less scummy when it comes to Clara's campaign. But I still want to do all the mainline quest stuff, not just to prevent people from catching the plague, but because I want the plot, you know. Alright. There's no salvation for us. I found out curious things about myself. What kind of things are they? Do tell. Simon Kane and I are connected, perhaps even similar. Through me, he'll return into this world. Interesting. So you say you are the means to his rebirth. How is that to be understood? Surely not literally. Otherwise, forgive me for not believing you. From what I know, Simon will return as early as tomorrow. But how? That is none of your concern. You want to bring him back with magic, but that's sacrilegious. Such matters are beyond your comprehension, Changeling. And so you are the miracle worker here. Is that what you believe? The polyhedron can work miracles. It exists in defiance of all laws, imaginable and otherwise. It's a miracle made real, the pinnacle of our legacy, the utopia in the flesh. If it's destroyed, it will be lost for good. Nothing like it will ever be known to history. Why? It is capable of capturing a miracle. It captures the soul, captures childhood. It feels like a world of eternal bliss to children who dwell within it. That's why they've set up their own republic there. And now, it's your turn to speak. What was that blood the Bachelor was talking about? This scares me. I don't understand a thing. These destroyers, the Haruspics and the Bachelor, say that I was involved in the creation of that blood. If you and Reuben find the origin of the blood that holds a likeness to that of Simon's, then perhaps we may avoid having to banish Nina. It isn't Simon himself that we need, but the power of creation he wields. We live for its sake. Simon is not the polyhedron's purpose. Rather, Simon's purpose was to allow such polyhedrons to spring up in this world. I'd like to convince myself personally. I'm afraid Nina will show you nothing, since you are no longer a child. All that you may possibly see there are cold walls and empty flights of stairs. You promised. Victor will open the path into the polyhedron for you. Only he knows how to earn the good favors of his beloved wife. He was the only one she'd ever listened to. Oh my, that's a lot to reflect on. Victor Kane will clear the passage for me, so let's go see Victor. It's been a while since I've spoken to Victor. Being that Haruspics, I don't think ever talks to him. And you do a deal with him with Bachelor.
It's like something is pulling my strings.
I hope this torture ends soon. Victor, I'm going to the polyhedron, with Georgi's permission. Yes, I know. But I'm afraid you're not going to see anything there. I doubt that Nina will be favorably disposed towards you. We'll see. How can I get past the barrier? It's simple. Go all the way to the top. You'll see my son there. If he's not there, wait for him, or tell one of the dog heads to call for him. When he receives you, you should immediately, without answering any questions, without a greeting or an apology, say the following words. Fane's Eye. Thank you, Fane's Eye. Casper Kane, also known as Khan, is ready to let me into the polyhedron. I wonder why they all keep calling it the Tower of Mirrors. The Crystal Tower. Tower of Glass. Isn't it made of paper? Okay. Time to go visit the Morrowind Tower. It would be quite neat if you went in there as Changeling and it was actually different inside. It would actually be neat if it was different for every character who goes inside. But I doubt that. Neat idea, but don't expect to see it in practice. I just want to be at the top of the tower, please. No one here? Oh, Khan's already here.
We can hold our own. Let them try.
I haven't seen you here before. I've never been here before. Why? That's just my fate. Never what it ought to be.
My seams are running.
So, it's all about trickery to you. Wherever have you come from? Fane's Eye. Now that's a surprise. Well then, come in. Do you wish to join us? Now of all times, when they've just rolled in that cannon. The mere sight of it would be enough to tear down 5 towns like ours. You astonish me. I'm not sure you're aware, I'm friends with Notkin. Good. An honest and straightforward answer. Well then, prepare for quite an ordeal. Wait. First, I'd like to know what this tower is. This tower? It's a toy that makes any adventure pale in comparison. It's a treasure. It gives the gift of dreams. Here, the most fragile fantasy can be played with forever. Here, you can share your dreams with others and play in them together. But a dream can be retold if it's worth it. Yeah, or drawn, or... that's just silly. Don't you know that the most precious aspects of dreams, the things that make you want to keep on dreaming forever and never wake up again, vanish moments after you wake up? A dream can't be recorded or retold. The magic is gone then. Are you saying this tower can preserve dreams? Not just preserve them, bring them back, continue them, share them with others. Not just the characters in the worlds, but the very fragrances of the ether. The most magical of dream experiences, the most precious of fantasized events. What, these bare walls can do that? Are you seeing bare walls? I feel sorry for you. And what do you see? I see ships aflame, traversing the lands of Orion, islands of Orion. We won't find a lot of mutual understanding. Come in and look around. I'd have gladly showed you what I'd like to see, but you're a grown-up already. It's all right. I've reached the pinnacle. Now I will have to descend once more to the very bottom. Been a bit since I've hit a save. Okay, well, let's go. Oh yeah, by the way, this song gets me reported on YouTube. Oh. Why, hello. Yikes. Where have you come from? You can't be in here. Why not? We're playing here, and you should be playing over there. Say, have you killed everybody yet? What? Those humble ones of yours. We've been arguing and arguing. He says you're the only one who can save us all of the bound, or who can save all of the bound, while I say you're the only one who can kill them all off and win. Who are you? My name is Teensy, and he's Tot, but it's better to call him Measly, and me, you can call me Thrush. How do you know who I am? I'm telling you, we're playing here. See, we're building a town in the sandbox. Now we're playing Plague. Look inside. Notice anything? I think I'm about to go crazy. And I mean it. Literally. What's going on? Who's doing this? Is this the powers that be, whom Aglaila hates so much? What does this say of her, being so loathsome towards them? This is awkward. Well, I suppose we should introduce ourselves. I'm Measly, and she's Thrush. How did I get here? How did you get here? You tell me. Actually, this was never supposed to happen. You're meant to be over there. Look in the sandbox. This must be a miracle, I suppose. A miracle? But you're probably the only one who can do something like that. You can work miracles, right? I keep arguing with this dumbhead here. She says we're playing with you wrong. She says you're supposed to kill and not go around saving folks, not you. What? Well, we didn't really put you in that sandbox so you'd save everyone. But you've been going at it with such vim and vigor, you must really be alive. I guess you really could save everybody. Just imagine how great that would be. So you're kind, it turns out. Of course I am. She's the mean one. Thrush. More like Crush. Alright. I'm shutting up. No fighting over there. Better see our guest off. Yes, I'd rather be going. Go through the wall. None of this is really here. None of this is really there. Just glass that reflects thoughts. Thanks. Take a look at the sandbox here before we go. Alright. Howdy, boys. Okay. Let's go back up, and we can say hi to Khan. He might not have anything to tell me, though. Other than that, I think I need to just go back to the Inquisitor. Okay, Khan is still here.
What?
Is this just generic text? Yeah. Okay. Cathedral's right by here. Yeah, no, I have not had my infection increase. I'm pretty sure if you let one of the flamethrower soldiers torch you, it can cure you of the infection. Just line everyone up, get them to max health, load them up on morphine, and just burn out that infection. Well, now I know a way to at least cure the infection for myself. Yeah, especially if I'm willing to do a bunch of morphine. Honestly, if infection gets really out of hand, it might actually be worth it to just get torched rather than use a bunch of medicine. Concerning getting really bad plague, if this is the end of the main quest, and I haven't gotten any other side quests, it may be time to start exploring plagued houses. Okay, Lila.
So this is what Block has in mind. Is he noble enough to disregard his personal feelings
You're no stranger to twists of fate. Isn't that true? I found out everything. Really? Amazing. You exceed the expectations. Then, since no one was demanding such dedication from you, it was I who have found out everything. You have helped me there. I even feel a certain degree of gratitude. Why just a degree? Because you are an instrument of the law, and I am its servant. Both are doing their duty, but only the latter willfully. Is this more of you claiming that I'm the disease? Summing up the conclusions drawn from your discoveries, I shall combine the casual relationships into a coherent picture. I shall reveal the arcane nature of the disease to you from a mystical standpoint. That was how it should have been revealed to you. I suppose all that I will tell you will be no news to you. Still, it will determine the wording of your verdict. Sounds ominous. Are you interested? Do listen. It's really about you. So, the Earth begat the town. Two entirely different worlds that have nonetheless managed to achieve a symbiotic coexistence. That was a miracle, a true miracle. Normally, civilization devours tradition. Why? People aren't inclined to be on good terms with their own history. Yet, in this particular town, the impossible happened. The people prevailed over the power structures. How did it happen? As you can see, the town is small. It's made up of people, not ranks and functions. Fortuitous circumstances had enabled people to create an environment here that everyone could be happy in. But that was entirely due to a miraculous coincidence. What coincidence? It's rare that a succession of extraordinary personalities should stand at the helm for 5 generations. Even rarer that they should have the love and respect for one another that allows them to carry on the policies of their predecessors. Here, they had grown used to the miracle. That was their undoing. They wanted to learn to control the miracles. The elder generation had constructed an environment for bringing up the young in the same spirit. They paid for it. Why? The law stipulates a harsh punishment for an attempt to capture a miracle. The disease is a means of restoring the balance. A part of the chimeric town must be destroyed, and there's no turning back. The town and the miracle cannot coexist. And I swear, I know what the choices should be between them. But what about me? What's going to happen to me? You are an instrument of the law, but your mission has been accomplished. And it being my mission to not merely understand you, but also to rein you in. I hereby prohibit you from existing and banish you from the town. The captured miracles shall pass into oblivion. You may vanish into the earth that you came from. Go. I permit you, both of you to be exact, to die in any way you prefer. On one condition, you are forbidden from even approaching the commander. Otherwise, he may fancy himself your tool. Or the other way around. I don't even know which is worse. Go. Farewell, then. The story repeats itself. Aglaia has expelled me, branded me a villain, and demanded I should vanish from the face of the earth. However powerful this new enemy, it's a trifle against everything else I have to bear. Since we're no longer friends with her, should I go to the commander? He would be in the town hall. Well, let's go see Commander Block. In fact, I think we got free passage. Yeah. We ain't got nothing to block our passage through here. I won't. I'll let my exhaustion tick up some more before I start eating more lemons. Still just 4 p.m. to the better half of 5. I really want to go into that butchery. I'm gonna do it. Oh, even better. Let me redo this real quick. Pop. Okay, and don't even bother picking up the Molotovs. Waste of inventory space. All right. I want a decent stack of food. I have a sneaking suspicion things are gonna get kind of bad soon. I get the light suspicion I might get another big reputation drop, like before. The difference being that maybe I'll have immunity from the military. I think I have enough water. I wouldn't want tourniquets anyway, since tourniquets are trashed here.
I'm feverish.
Why have you come to me? Should I take it as a sign? Inquisitor Aglaia Lilith has prohibited me from seeing you. Why? The Inquisitor fears and detests me. I must say it's mutual. Most of all, I'm worried that the mission to save the town, or destroy it, however you prefer to think of it, may degenerate into a long-range artillery duel. She's surely going to plot and scheme. But she must be following your orders, mustn't she? On the contrary, my duty calls on me to obey the Inquisitor. It's full-on 40k Inquisitor status. He's not in the military, but he does control the military. Or she. But Lilith is always playing her own game. I've heard that she was once condemned to death for it. I suppose they pardoned her in the end. She will make a dishonest decision, one dictated, not by her duty, but by covert calculation. Both of the healers have clearly already been poisoned by her deception. But why is she overestimating my role in this so much? She isn't overestimating. I had been greatly impressed with you, long before I saw you. How is that possible? On our way here, a lieutenant told me a legend about the Holy Sisters in Arms of the Warriors. He spoke of medieval wars, pilgrimages, of the power of the Holy Spirit that led quiet and unassuming young girls, orphans, beggars, peasants, to call the might of great armies to a lofty duty. I was profoundly moved by his story. It was mere coincidence. Coincidences like this don't happen by chance. No. I gave it a lot of thought as we were traveling here. His story had come at the right moment. My life was approaching a watershed. Yes? I've staked everything on this military operation. My mission, my soul, my own destiny, and our country's. I need a voice from above, because I don't know who to listen to anymore. Speak on. Yes. My deployment to this plague-stricken little town was an expedition into hell. I was meant to die here, and so it will happen. The old Alexander block will die, but a new one will emerge from this place, from this town. An army will set out on a glorious march, the name of truth. You are too few. Alright, my work for today is done. I am still not completely alone. A single tiny hook is left in the town, holding me steady. I'm not speaking of a sister anymore, but of the immortal man. Simon Kane is the last person I should see here. Ah, shit, are we gonna see Simon? Won't happen tonight, of course. Alright, but that's the main quest done, and I don't know, unless something opened up with Aspity. I don't know if there's going to be any other side quests, but we do have a thing to do, is start looking for my sister, and get a ton of infection. Okay, so, I'm considering it's 5 p.m. If I were to take a quick nap and do a bunch of morphine, or is it better for me to use some bandages, or take drugs? I'm going to stick with taking drugs, I think. So, let's look at the letter I got from my sister. Okay. As I woke up, I heard her voice saying, "Who has betrayed me? Who has led them to my hiding place? Would I have known where to conceal myself next, were it not for the warning of my faithfuls who brought me inside? For my enemies gathered everyone they could and surrounded my shelter. Would I have escaped were it not for my miraculous powers? In that three-sided yard, my faithfuls saw me from high above and set out to rescue me, protect me, and give me shelter. For they have witnessed the miracles I have shown them, and were convinced by my righteous deeds." Okay, so it sounds like she's describing this area right here. Because this is one of the stairways to heaven. See, I can zoom in. And this is a three-sided yard. Now, yesterday I did a quick preview of this building, but I didn't check either of these guys. I think I also checked this guy. So we'll check these two guys, but it's also possible that I was checking too early in the morning and that my sister just wasn't there yet. Although I don't think that's the case. So we'll start by checking this guy, then this guy. You ready to get some plague, my boy? We gotta start by actually going the right way. Oh yeah, my map didn't update, did it? I assume? No, it only does that on certain, after fulfilling certain mainline objectives. So, probably not too much dialogue for the rest of the time I'll be playing. A lot of dialogue today, though. Today was a very, main quest day. It was almost constant just go to the next area. The only thing that I ever got hung up at all was not knowing where Haruspix was. Checking my immunity real quick. Alright, well, I have no plague, but we're gonna go catch it. Sorry to say. I mean, unless if I get lucky. And I find Clara just... Where are you, sissy? Yo, that's morphine? No, that's, Novocaine, I think. I've forgotten what the different drugs look like. That's morphine. Whoa. That's some good stuff. Wow, I'm actually getting a lot of really good drugs here. Because even though I probably can't even use all that in the amount of time left, morphine and stuff does sell at a really good price. So I could buy other... I mean, I could trade morphine for food. Yo, letter. I'll read this outside where it's not... where we don't have flies buzzing in our ear. But something about the Bachelor. Did I already check all these rooms? Me opening up that letter slightly disoriented me. Seems I checked these. Another letter. Seems we're not done. Warn the Haruspics. Okay. As I said, I'll check this out more once I get out of the constant buzzing. Also, since I'm here, I kind of want to see if I can find my sister. But it looks like plot's not done. This day might carry over into overtime. We might be playing this one tomorrow. The same day, I mean, or not tomorrow, but I mean, I could do it tomorrow. But probably not. Wednesday. Okay. It's looking like my sister's not here. We still got rooms to check. She could be in the absolute deepest room of the 3rd floor, so. I'm actually getting surprisingly good loot. I guess that one just doesn't work. Bullets. Yeah, plenty of good drugs, but my sister's not here. So that's Scarper. All right. So we'll start with the first letter I got. In search of Dankovsky. I have to ask you a favor once again. They're much embittered by the events that took place yesterday. They both went to see Commander Block today. And the meeting gave the Haruspics additional incentive to end Daniel once and for all. Daniel went to the Tanner's district to speak to Andrei. After that, for some unknown purpose, he wanted to inspect the houses next to the Tuiran Shebeen. Please tell him he must leave there at once. The drunkards from the Shebeen were likely to reveal his whereabouts to the Haruspics. We don't have much time. Rest assured, I will repair you for this service, as well as services to follow. Maria Kaina. Just as I thought, Clara. 2 medics that hold our fate in their hands have decided to fight each other. They give every appearance of friendship now, but each of them is furtively preparing a group of henchmen, primed to capture, maim, and destroy their opponent. My spies have informed me of the preparation that the Bachelor undertakes. I'm powerless here, for I cannot arrest the Bachelor while I still need his services. The best we can do to warn Barak of the possible assault, he is working in a house next to the Lump, the Olkimsky family home. I will reward you generously. So it seems after you do the main quest, it moves Bachelor and Haruspics as they begin to wander doing their dumb shit. And we get a chance to find them. So there's a lot of... I don't know if I like the fact that you do a lot of quest-based house explorations, Clara. Not sure. Okay. So I exited the back of that building. Do a quick increment. Yo, I inhaled a cloud, but I haven't gained any infection. Did I break the game? Okay. Let's see if my sister's in this one. Wait, did I even go in the right one? Now I'm gonna make myself crazy. Wait. Where am I? Okay, yeah, that is technically the right house. I exited from a different door from which I entered. Further disorienting me. Where are you, sissy? You've got to be in here. I know it. Still, really good loot I'm getting. I'm surprised. Maybe because I really didn't loot any plagued houses in the latter portions of the game. Maybe I just never realized that the quality of... Oh, there's a little bit of infection. Okay, I think I've checked out the entire bottom floor. Where are you? Get around this guy. Okay, haven't checked out. I'm slowly starting to get that infection now. Lemons. Lemons for days. Let me see. I don't need to go in there. That stationary fog end's blocking off probably nothing of value. Where's my damn sister? Wait, is there not another door up here? Here we are. No. Okay, this house is being really aggressive at me. Let's go ahead and get out because my sister doesn't seem to be here. Okay, so one more house to check. And then I have to go back to reading the letter and figuring out what to do from there. Gotta watch out for this guy who's gonna want to burn me if I get enough plague. Okay. Now, there's still arguably 2 other houses I could potentially check, and maybe I could also broaden my idea of what the letter could be talking about. As far as I can tell, though, the remaining quests are super duper optional, so... And they're all kind of doing the same thing, so we'll just kind of do them. If we can't do them all in time, then, well, no big loss. Is this really the hole? Seems like it. Okay. Well, that really didn't seem to be the place. Let's read the letter. Okay. 3-sided yard. Faithful saw me from high above. So... Oh, I exited on the opposite side. Let me go over here. So this is the high above, I assume it's talking about. This is also one of those structures. We got one here. But I'd have to find another 3-sided yard. I mean, maybe these could be a 3-sided yard? This really seems like, maybe especially this one. I've checked this house technically already. And it is still close to the stairway to heaven. So maybe it's worth it to check that guy. These 2 guys. So we'll try this out. Honestly, with the kind of drops this place is giving me right now, it might be worth it just looting. You know? I might not even need to actually be successful in completing the quest. Let's just keep exploring the plague. I have no idea how I got around that cloud, but okay. Where are you, sister? Bit of Metarum. Twirin. got so many opiates right now, I don't know what to do with them. Like, that was just some more morphine right there. I had to go through that one. There's no real getting around it. And become a dealer. Oh, the best part about living here in the East Block is I can just go to any butcher and he'll buy morphine off of me. Okay, so nothing there. We'll check this one now. She could just be around any quarter at any point in time. Kerosene. Kerosene's a joke. Funny one at that. Albeit, I wish it wasn't. I like that kind of element in games. Okay, is she in there? My vision's pretty blurry from the infection. Doesn't look like it. My infection levels are also getting kind of high. Oh, man. Infection's getting out of control. It's making it hard to see. Okay, I think I've checked this entire floor. Still a third floor. Get around it. Oh, but that's a stairwell. Yeah. Come on. Okay, it's a real maze up on this floor. Especially when you get hung up on furniture. Okay, I'm like really sick. Where's she at? Shit, is she really not here? Double check these bad boys. Do I really got that much morphine? Like, morphine is crazy good. Okay. Now, the part that sucks is I have to actually treat my infection. Okay. Now I have exhaustion. So I have to do something to deal with that. I got lemons. Okay. So we'll increment to save here. Okay. Double check the things. So, 3-sided yard. Faithful saw from high above. Well, this is the A high above. This seems like a pretty obvious 3-sided yard. I mean, I guess I could do this one too, but I don't think that would be it. 3-sided yard. So this is another stairway to heaven in a plague district. This is another stairway to heaven. This is a really big one. But where is a 3-sided yard? I mean, I guess this is kind of a 3-sided yard. Yes, no? I don't know if anyone sees one that also stands out. And as far as other districts, there's nothing I would describe as high up in this district. This one we have 2 stairways to heaven and 1 here. 3-sided star? What do you mean a 3-sided star? A star can't have 3 sides. It's a triangle. I mean, this is kind of a three-sided triangle-ish thing here. Looking for a three-sided yard. So, like, for example, these are kind of three-sided yards. We got two walls on each end. Doesn't look like anything else in this area that really fits that description. Like, this does, but there's no buildings actually attached to this that I could... It would just be this building, and maybe this one, but no, I don't think so. I find it unlikely that it would be here. Might cross through it, hit this butcher. And it would have me pass by Haruspix is supposedly at one of these buildings. Yeah. My only thought is maybe this. This is kind of a three-sided yard. And this is another... Unless there's... I'm looking for other three-sided yards in this district. But I don't know, and this one feels like a stretch. This one doesn't feel as obvious as this does. I mean, I'm gonna die if I just walked past her and I did see her. That happened, I think, with looking for Haruspix once. Anyway, I'm gonna pass by this butcher, and someone I'm looking for is in one of these buildings. I think it was Haruspix, is by the lump right now. And I've gotten a whole bunch of drugs, which is also pretty cool. Like, there's only 3 days left in the game. I don't need 5 bottles of morphine. Oh, God damn it. Okay. And I have more morphine at home, if I recall. Watch me cough as I walk by this guy. And he just torches me. Right past... No, this is the butcher. I need to get around the corner, though. Alright. And I got, like, jack boots to sell, too. It's pretty good. I have 2 jack boots to sell. Yo, I'm gonna make bank. I might actually be able to get some of the military goods. Morphine sells for less than I hoped for. Still pretty good, though. Gonna need more food. Tons of money on those jack boots, though. Those will definitely pay for more drugs. And there's actually a pharmacy here as well. So, I believe Haruspix is in one of these buildings. Chances are when I go inside, it'll be filled with, not the regular Slavic ninjas. Like this is... I want the bandage set right now. Get more gamma tabs. Fermomycenium, I'm going to need that soon. I'm good on monomycenium. Anything quick I could sell? Can I want at least 1 bottle of morphine. Because this might turn out to be a rough day. This seems like a decent trade. I'll probably get more morphine anyway. Oh, I have a ton of Novocaine. I'll sell. We'll sell 8, have 3 on hand. Getting some military gear might not be out of the realms of possibility. So let's start checking these. If they're Slavic ninjas, we turn around. Yeah. Oh, I should also have my Derringer out. So it's one of these buildings next to the lump. I believe the bachelor's in A Plague District. Ninja? I'll check these guys. Nope. Check this guy. We're getting to the realm of might not be adjacent to the lump, but The game usually isn't loose with its words either, but... Although, I don't know if I entirely understood my sister's previous location. Okay, so that's the same room. Nope. I should expect to see, like, a butcher or someone run at me. And different music. Okay. Get ready for some guy who's... Butcher. Rest in peace, friend. Let's reload now. Okay. Sweet. Get some walnuts, peanuts. Oh, I'm full up on drugs, actually. Let me see. Just trying to think if there's anything I should drop in case, you know, I see something good. Okay, get ready for there to be more guys upstairs. Oh, damn. Okay, I do want that. That's worth... Tourniquets aren't very good. Yeah, and the large medical supplies don't stack, so... Oh, Haruspix. Where are you, old buddy, old pal? I can sell them. What are you doing in here, Haruspix, honestly? Hey, buddy.
The general seems like an honest man. He will spare the town if we show him that it can be saved.
So, Boros children are not an obstacle for you. Well then, it's one or the other. Either you've come to me with kind intentions, or you are my death. If it's the latter, you won't get to me as quickly as you got to them. But if it's the former, do not harbor hard feelings, for they do not know what they are doing. I've come to warn you, Barach. The Bachelor is after you. He'll find you soon. And who knows what happens to you then? Huh. Well, he won't be able to deal with me on his own. But you've offed my companions, you deadly girl. Is he surrounded by henchmen as usual? He is, Haruspix, but they can't strike you. So why would you need them if not to kill them? And why would you warn me? You know full well there aren't many reasons for me to trust you. Aglaya asked me to, Barach. She's worried about you. I see. Go away, Barach. The sooner the better. Remember, I bring good tidings. Alright. We'll tell Aglaya that, the Haruspix is good. I'll have to double check. Let's just do it right now. Where is Dankovsky? Daniel went to the Tanner's district to speak to Andri. After that, for some unknown purpose, he wanted to inspect the houses next to the Twyron's Shebeen. There's two places that may be Shebeens. I assume it's the one that Andri's in. Please tell him to leave there at once. The drunkards from the Shebeen were likely to reveal his whereabouts to the Haruspix. Don't have much time. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely talking about this one. So he's probably in one of these four buildings. His fastest way will be up through here. Hit that. We'll have to keep an eyeball on the time. Yeah, because it's 9 p.m. And I do have to actually turn these quests in. I might not be finding my sister tonight. Someone's chasing me. An arsonist. That's too bad. I'm kind of in a rush. butcher. And he's got a decent setup. Let's get rid of this. I think I want to get rid of... now these barter really well. So the razors barter okay. I'm more interested actually if I could open up a room in my medical category. I got so much Metarum. 27 Metarum. I think I can sell some of that. Especially because we're getting towards the end of the game. And it's not even going to be that valuable. Especially when I have as much access to morphine and other much higher power drugs. Let's go ahead and I'm going to eat the... I didn't eat a peanut. I realized when I was about to eat... Oh yeah, my hunger is kind of good actually. But I couldn't just walk away from the menu. I had to eat something. The benefit of looking for my sister, though, is I don't actually have to, or even more so, I can't turn in the quest the same day that I find her. I have to actually turn it in the following day. So if I can find her at, say, 11 p.m., it could be 11:59, and I talk to her, and I'm golden. Okay, so once again, we're looking for a bunch of utopians to be guarding the place. I believe the music might also be different. Okay. Those ones weren't super likely to be it. So, just as a preface, there's another shebeen, I think it's this building, that you can't go into it. I almost feel like it's removed content, because it has a sign and stuff. Really? Ooh, I do need to watch out. Some of these buildings have two doors that might not actually... Oh, this is it, though. It was exactly next door to the shebeen. Sorry, cop. Whoa, do you see this guy zoom down the stairs? That was incredible. Debay's rip. Okay. Sounds like we're good. Okay, let's loot this place. Give me your valuables. Decent score. There's the bachelor. All right.
I'm tired. I've had enough.
You're exactly who I'm looking for. The girl of notable peculiarity. What is it in your eyes? Are those tears? Today must be a bad day for one of us. I want to warn you. Go away from here, cold demon. Someone who wants to kill you will come here soon. Don't bother. I can read hearts like you do. But I can read the poignant hatred in your eyes, all right. You'd be very happy if someone were to kill me. Cold demon. I wish she whom I need wouldn't value your life so much. I have special plans for her. Special. Go away, bachelor. Okay. So let's go get our rewards after we finish looting this place. I don't know if there's actually too much more to loot. Get this room. Yeah, there's not a third story. All right. Well, We gotta go back to the west side of town to turn those in. And then I guess what we can do is we can search for my sister. We're pretty close to midnight. By the time I turn these in, it might even be 11. I might find myself just walking towards the theater, and then we'll save right after we watch the mime show. And I'll probably close up for the night. So, this is another Stairway to Heaven, the other one that I was talking about. And the three-sided yard I'm thinking about is kind of this here. Let me actually respawn that. I mean, once it turns over to midnight, I'll know for sure which one she's in. Because normal districts turn from plagued to looted every time a day turns over, except for the district that my sister is in. If my sister's in the district, it stays plagued. Jeez, game. Okay, so I need to go speak to Maria, and I need to speak to the Inquisitor. Even though the Inquisitor told me to get the fuck out of town. Bit silly that I immediately get a quest to do something with her. But hey, that's fine. Anyway, no, because I could potentially keep exploring plague districts, so... I'll let my immunity regen normally. I won't take drugs.
Oh, Mother. Why can't you be here with us?
I've warned the Bachelor, and I will remember it. The reward you are about to get is paltry compared to the favors I will bestow upon you in the future. Count on it. Gives me some morphine, as if I wasn't already loaded up on morphine, like an addict. But hey, that with the 3K in chains that she tossed me, it's about 5K if I were to sell the morphine. Yeah, and I thought playing as the Bachelor, I was a walking pharmacy.
They've grown up and grown tired of me.
I found the Haruspics and warned him like you asked. The part where his beastly bodyguards almost tore me to pieces is, I suppose, too obvious to mention. I won't forget this girl. You've done a good deed. Because without saying, I'm going to reward you. And, from now on, trust you a little more, which will in no time reflect on the general local attitude towards you. Thank you. Okay. Got some antibiotics and some dosh. I kind of would have preferred if she gave me the better antibiotic, being that I got morphine from Maria. Okay, and how much time do we have left? 1.5 hours. So. Three-sided yard. Well, I've checked these buildings, so I doubt it's any of them. I feel like this is a stretch. I doubt anyone would call this a three-sided yard. I mean, maybe. Once again, that's a little bit of a stretch. I would argue for this one more than this one, and then she'd be in one of these two doors. I'll go for him. I mean, honestly, in the time that it takes for me to get there, my RB time up, and her, at least what part of the plague she's in will be revealed to me. Unless for some reason you can't get her 2 days in a row, but I find that to be unlikely. Possible, though. Just reload that mist. See, these really seem like the three-sided yards that's being described. It just seems so much like it should be here. Maybe before I save up, I might try to find my sister super fast. Yeah. It's totally possible that she doesn't even appear until tomorrow. That's totally possible, though I don't think the situation. Because I found my sister yesterday, causing plague. I'll just let them duke it out. Listen, if this guy's gonna try to chase me, I'm going into a plague district. I don't think he wants to go where I'm going. Okay, so let's hit a save real quick. I probably have about an in-game hour left. Okay. So, if there's any building that's gonna be it, it's gonna be this one. And we'll assume it's the door closest to the stairway to heaven. I mean, it's got a three-sided backyard. Let's go. You here, sister? Sissy. Sissy. Shit. Found her! Oh, man, and they hit her good, too. They shoved her into a place that you have to, like, jump over a bunch of furniture and crap to get to her. Whew. All right. That was a bit of luck, and if I do say myself, a little bit of skill. Anyway. You're so sweet. Such eyes. They're not like mine at all. You need to leave at once. The whole place is infected. You know as well as I do that the infection won't do anything to me. I can't go anywhere now. I'm now hated by those who used to love me. They torture me. They burn me and hurl stones at me. I have to hide. Go away regardless. I'm asking kindly. No, I'm not going anywhere, dear sister. I'm staying here. I feel better here. Back there, I'm not needed. Yes, you are. People love you. They think you're a saint. Yes, that's true. I know that there's another place where the air is still healthy and where my faithful are waiting for me. They miss me. I'm leaving tonight to seek refuge with them. You have adherents, simple folk, commoners, outcasts, non-bound, but they've been unafraid of him who's been my only friend all this time. Him who's taken the blow for me. They're taking care of him, this absurd and impossible creature. A living thing made of dead matter. They didn't turn him into a scapegoat for all their sins and murders. It's a Shabnakadir, molded from bones and clay. Alright. So she's left the district. Okay. So let's see if we can get out without catching any more plague. Excellent. That went better than I could have planned. This day actually went surprisingly well, so let's make our way over to the theater. It actually went so well, I have an extra hour Damn. That kind of sucks, because I don't know what to do with that hour. I can hit up, say, there's a butchery here, though I think I've already hit this butchery. I'll double check. Yeah, I've already cleaned him out. Oh, don't go outside. There's guys with flamethrowers immediately outside. If I go around... In fact, maybe I should wait for the blur to go away too. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that when I have blurred vision that the flamethrower core recognizes that. But I definitely didn't want to walk outside the building coughing and then just get torched. Bit of exhaustion. Let me take one lemon. Honestly, it probably would have been smarter for me to take coffee, since I'm probably going to go lay down soon. That'll probably actually be what I do to actually close out the game. Etherphine. I don't know, I'm pretty set. Other than, I've been enjoying the gamma tabs. And also, I'd like some Firmomycenium. Stocking up on that's going to be smart. I don't think I have really too much to sell right now. I mean, I could get rid of... Torin sells okay. I'd rather hold on to it because it's still too likely that I'm going to have to bribe someone with a bunch of alcohol. We can honestly get rid of all this Metarum. I got so much better stuff. And just trash it. I don't need bullets. I don't need 7 lockpicks. Just trying to break this even if I can. I have these police badges. Selling knives might be worth it. Yeah. I have so much bartering material that I'm not too worried about. And people are going to start dropping off a whole bunch as places become increasingly more infected and or looted. Okay, so tomorrow I can talk to the Inquisitor, tell her about how I saved this district. Outside of that, maybe do some purchases while we wait for midnight to strike. Maybe break into someone's house, see if they got any tasty snacks. Let's actually look at apparel on the off chance that I could, say, buy military garb. No. The only person selling the military garb, as far as I'm aware, I mean, I know. I can check this place. We're just passing a little bit of time right now. But, Bad Grief was the only one selling military garb. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there's quite a bit of markup from Bad Grief. I think that he purchases things for the normal price, though, so... I don't know, he might actually have better deals for some things than the regular stores do. A sort of, benefit to going out of the way to talk to him. Never spoke to Aspity again to see if she had a side quest. If I was to guess, I would say that she doesn't. She might have a quest, however, tomorrow. Both her and Yulia. In fact, I think that there's a decent chance what's going to happen, plot-wise, is I think I, alongside Commander Block, are going to start conspiring with several people that are on my bound list. Namely, Yulia, Aspity, potentially Bad Grief. That makes a bit of sense to me. Okay, so yeah, he's selling like the jack boots and the ankle boots, but this is the first day that the military arrived, so I can't say I'm too surprised that there's not military stuff in stock.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Okay, so we'll do the mime performance and just look at the map real quick. Yep, and this is now a looted district, no longer plagued. This district is still still plagued though. That's different. Well, if my sister is somewhere, she's probably here now. Although she said that she'd go to a place with clean air. Dunno. Scary to think, though, that, if both of them stayed, plagued, and I'd be like, oh god, both of them potentially have my sister? I really lucked out the way I did. I think if you find your sister enough times, you unlock the rollerblades and you can just cruise around town. Alright, so mime performance. Let's hear it, boys.
My orders were to destroy every building in this town and then to shoot everyone who survives the bombardment. The military only comes when there's nothing to fix anymore. I'm keen on breaking that habit, though. I know that the people that can change the course of the catastrophe have been working here for some time. We will only destroy the thing pointed at by a healer who can argue in favor of taking such action.
How about not shooting at all?
If we don't shoot anything at all, the consequences will be devastating. You wanted freedom of choice. So choose a massive shelling or a single pinpoint strike. One way or another, we'll put an end to this circus.
Alright. So, let's hustle back. We're going to do a bunch of hard drugs, and we'll save up for the night. This has been a bully day. It has been productive. It has been long. I do like the idea, though, because, my exhaustion got pretty out of hand. In the other campaigns, I would have wound up taking a midday nap, having a little siesta. This one, it was, nah, just flex through it and eat lemons was the plan. I want to actually go north at that intersection. Yeah, no, I chowed down on so many lemons just like to keep myself awake. Oh, I bet my teeth are all grainy now. Just eating lemons. Just pick up a few goodies as I pass through. But I'll be fast on my way back. Oh, I definitely do not need to buy more lemons. I have 26 lemons. Oh, dude, my tongue, it's like I ate... Cool drop in. It's like an entire bag of warheads. Not like modern warheads, like classic 90s warheads. Since they took out all the sour in warheads. My immune system's kind of back on track, which is good. Because I'm probably going to do some immune boosters before I lay down. And then I probably don't need to do morphine. I could probably do the ethorphine. Morphine might be overkill for the amount of health that I have right now, because I'm doing okay on health. Though I might not feel the same way when I start doing some drugs. Okay. So, quick save in case this goes poorly. Yeah, my health isn't great. My infection level's a little bit high. So, yeah, let's do a delta. We'll do a monomycenium. And we'll at least do some ethorphine. Let me check my drawer here. Yeah, we got some morphine. Or not the ethorphine. Novocaine, right? Yeah, Novocaine. Novocaine's not the best. Still, by the way, I'm a little bit worried. Day 10, still have not gotten any panacea. I don't know what to do about that. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a whole bunch in the last 2 days. Or, yeah, on day 10 and day 11. Okay, so let's do a bunch of drugs. Okay, so we start with... okay, low infection. Max out my immunity. I got 3 things of morphine. Honestly, I'm thinking about doing the morphine. Let's do the morphine. Sleep for 6 hours. And we're super duper healthy. Anything else? Eat some food. Day 10, in which Clara deciphers the hidden purpose of her miracles, and the Changeling accepts the inevitability of death. Do I got any letters? Yes. So we got a hint as to where my sister is. I dreamt of her tonight, just like the night before. She was all tortured and torn. All she did was look at me. She didn't say a word this time. She was hiding in the house yet again, cowering in the corner, away from the windows. The crowd was roaring outside. They shouted. They made all manner of racket. But this time, it wasn't her they were after. They were celebrating the arrival of the bull that appeared unexpectedly in the middle of an empty lot. Some of them screamed that the boss has risen from beneath the ground. Burus. It doesn't have the umlaut in it. Or the double O with one having an umlaut. Burus. Has risen from beneath the ground. The others shouted that it came down from heaven only to be pierced by the stake that was prepared for it down below. A bull falls from the sky, lands on the spike. Okay, so that's just saying to... I think that this has changed, actually. Tell me, why do they call me the Changeling? Who am I but a ragged wanderer? What is so interesting about me? Alas, it is not so simple as that. I am the key, the solution. Not the world in me, but me in the world. I can perform miracles, there's no doubt of that. The Bachelor himself had to admit that I am no killer, no plague carrier. But who am I then? This he did not tell. With my own eyes, saw my sister, whom I had but slight intimations about. Now I don't know which of us is which. I must be going insane. Which one of the two stole the other's name? Claimed her calling, seized her destiny. Please define me. Okay, let's check the map real quick. So it's describing Bone Stake Lot. This is Bone Stake Lot, which, I won't lie, this is a lot of houses to check if she's hiding somewhere in Bone Stake Lot. I came from the heaven. Yeah. Cowering in a corner away from the windows. That might imply that she's in one of the... I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure if these houses are technically infected. So it might be a little bit easier. It might be just one of these two. Well, we won't know until I come back to this on Wednesday. But for now, let's go ahead and close this guy out. Switch this over. Get the big cam up here. Get a little bit of juice because I can't stand the silence. Anyway. So yeah, pretty productive day, to my surprise. But it's time for Dad to go to bed. Tomorrow, earlier time, be doing Deadly Premonition, and then Wednesday, I'll be back to this guy doing, what, day 10? And then, after we finish the last campaign in Pathologic, I'm going to be reading War and Peace while I play Katamari Damacy. Anyway, but beyond that, I think I'm outie. Trying to think of anything else I might want to say or plug or whatever. Hugs and kisses, lots of love, live to ride.